trapped in a stupid house with nowhere to go. I'm so freaking bored right now. I swear to God, I'm gonna lose my mind. I need something, anything, to give me some simulation here. Come on, what's on the phone? Maybe. I don't feel like checking it, but at the same time, maybe I should check it. Let's see what we got. Ooh, hey, is that Earl? That's Earl. He finally released. Thank God. I should probably listen to it. Headphones, come on. Let's get them on my ears. Yep, Jesus. At least I got nowhere to go, right? Earl, new music, nowhere to go. But first, I need to say that I don't think this counts as a Sashimi Thoughts. For one, an awesome comment from the guy Corey Hicks let me know that basically this was already a single. This was gonna be a single. So he was like, hey, I know you're hyped, I know you're excited, but you gotta calm down. It's not an album, it's just a single. And I was seeing that on the Reddit as well, and I was just confused because I was like, I've never seen any like Lucy's, and trust me, Earl's got a good amount. We've got Balance, Quest, Power, Wind in My Sails. There's all these Lucy's that he likes to drop that he'll do in live things, but Earl does have a tendency to do this. It's a sly tendency, if you will, where he'll basically, when he's doing a live show, he'll drop like a new song or something like that, and then maybe drop the studio version some other time down the road. And here we're getting that same thing. I listened to the live version out of curiosity because it said nowhere to go on it. I'm like, is this so this is what Corey was talking about? Okay. And sure enough, the beat matched up with the snippet, the little trailer that we got, and I was just like, oh, okay, so this is nowhere to go. And when I actually played the studio version just a few minutes ago, it's the same thing. So in a way, I spoiled myself, so I can't really say if that's like, if it's gonna be pure raw sashimi. At the same time, I still was excited to hear the studio version, so I guess it's fine. This was a new Earl. As I did say in Crystal Ball Corner, I did predict this part. I got this part right, despite my other many mischievous mistakes. I got this part right, and that was that Earl is sort of coming outside. He's not kind of trapped in these like woods of his mind anymore, and he's not feeling stuck. He acknowledges this and talking about the fact that he was depressed and he felt like death was breathing down his neck. He felt like he was going to be the next guy up. And one of the favorite lyric that I have in here already is, you tried to put a cape on me, but that didn't fix anything. Like, I didn't feel like a hero. I didn't feel like your guy. Even though before that, I want to say he says that he needs a city to carry on his back. It's crazy how he basically says like all these people see him as a hero, but he didn't feel like one. He found new ways to cope, and it was better than what he was doing previously, which, if you don't know, and I don't like shit, I don't go outside, he basically talked about having these vices of which helped him cope with the struggles of losing his grandmother at the time. And now we get Earl after losing his father and his close friend Mac Miller. It does resemble, and I didn't get to get into this in my Crystal Ball Corner, but it does resemble the Quest, Power, Wind in My Sails, and Balance, where they're all about Earl struggling but finding his way out of it, which is something that Earl has been trending towards, because these were all his newer things. I want to say all of the ones I just listed were after I Don't Like Shit, I Don't Go Outside. So with that being said, that more positive mindset is being done in this style, which seems dreary, which seems on the surface, it sounds sad. And even in the live show, people weren't vibing with it, but people like, hype stuff when you're at a concert. It's just kind of the etiquette, I guess. This is more of that, more of the newer Earl that's acknowledging the problems that exist, but not necessarily going into a grimy or sadistic place in order to cope with them. He's finding different means that are healthy and positive, and hopefully, I'm guessing, trying to inspire others to find themselves and not be completely consumed by the darkness, because if you're completely consumed by the darkness, it's not really a good place to be. Musically, sonically, this is a very cool, like, sounds like this raw thing from the soul, and the way the drums are hitting, and the little, or not, it's not drums, like hi-hats, and they're like kind of, it's clicking. It's a little hard to hear Earl. Like on my first listen, I couldn't really hear him because the instruments are louder than him. They have this like Afro soul vibe, and I really like the beat to it. And Earl's kind of, you know, not necessarily detached, but exhausted kind of rapping that like picks up a little bit, but he sounds almost tired, like he's been he's weary, and he's been dealing with like this internal war for a while, and now he's starting to really come out of the shadows and trying to be the best version of himself. So with that being said, this is great. There's sometimes there's nowhere to go, and you have to confront your problems head on, and I think that's what Earl's getting to in this song. And with that, I think it's good. Overall, it really strikes at the heart of a problem of which a lot of people who deal with not only mental illnesses but emotional struggles can really vibe with. And I think Earl's always been able to really tap into that atmosphere of which a lot of people are kind of getting choked by. And sometimes just basically putting sound and words to what people are feeling can help them through those times. So hopefully we maybe get an Earl album, but I'm not, you know, gonna like be on the lookout. Okay, maybe a little bit, but you know, I'll be looking. I'll be with my eye. I can't see now because I just put my glasses down. It's fine. So yeah, Nowhere to Go. I almost said Nowhere to Earl. Nowhere to Go. Earl Sweatshirt. Let's help each other find our ways out. Let's do that. Overall, it's great. I like it. Well, this guy says, I lost the cheat code for life like a few days ago, and one of my neighbors might have disappeared. Said something about the lottery win. I don't know. Wasn't really paying attention. Was kind of hungry. So all I can say is, as far as like life goes, without the cheat codes, what you can do is just experience it and take all the adversity and turn it into something good. And if you can take those moments and take them as lessons and not haunting mistakes, then you can benefit from that. And even though not everything will feel that way, I think you can do it. I believe in you. I believe in yourself. And find somewhere to go. Because my door is locked and I don't let people in. So. Sorry.